So what we have here is kind of different ways to fasten the wires. Let's start with U-channel style, kind of creating a U-channel, and I call this the middle U. And what you do is get as straight wire as possible. Sometimes, actually, let's start over. And this is what I use, but I actually recommend a separate cutting plier. This is leftover from my being a handy person and doing electrical work. It's a really nice. It's a little pricey. It's very solid. Does the job, but I recommend having this kind of needle nose with a flat nose with a cutter, and those are a little less expensive as well. So the middle U is essentially what you're trying to do is do a little bit of a bump, and you can simply start and then get a little bit of a length down, and you pop it up. It's maybe too much length, and then you try to emulate exactly the same on. Let's try to actually on this side. So kind of lays like a bit of a wave, and then this would intersect either kind of through the middle, and you would pinch it here. It's a little tricky. You can actually start before you even put it in. You can bring it in a little bit more because it's a little bit to get the process going of eventually pinching it down. It's a little tighter, and this can go in here. You almost need 3 hands for this, and you get in and you pinch and get in there. So you pinch. Now, definitely use your hands if you need to. It's definitely not pinched enough, so you do want to pinch it tighter and tighter. Okay. Now, and this is like what I call middle U for doing it in the middle wire. End U is very much the same, similar, but what if you want to catch the wire at the end rather than middle, and you're at this end, you still go a little bit further, like extend the line a little further. You can even do it with your finger at first, and you do get it as clamped down as possible. And sometimes that means clamping both the inside wire and the U channel wire. And often, like the square project will be doing, it'll be going down like this, the other, and that will help secure it. But much as you can pinch down on it, the better, because it's still a little loose. So you have to work with it. Now I can, not only can I pinch it, but I can add a coil to it as well. I can twist it a little bit just to get as solid as a as solid as possible of a fasten. And then sometimes you need a couple of pliers and do that by twisting and getting it even tighter. Now you can twist the other one together. If that's an option. They're both at each other's end. You can both pinch and twist. And don't worry if there's extra, you can bring this in as well. Or you can cut it. We're not looking for beauty and precision. We're looking for it to be kind of tight. So that, I don't know what you would even call that. It's like an NU mixed with coil, pinching, and crimping, as well as a little bit of coiling. I'm not worried about being very clean in all these. It's not, yeah, it doesn't have to be super clean. Okay, with coiling, and you got a little taste of it, you coil. You can coil for a little bit. Excuse the birds. I have my garage open, my studio open, because it's hot. Try to make it tighter, the curl. That will help a lot. I think what I did wrong. Get this in here. And then pinch that. If it helps, can the flat do that? It might not help, but and it also can work well with joints that can just hang as well. So again, you can always twist the other side as well if that's an option. Alright, so again, coil, put it in, and cramp. 2-wire twist, very similar to what they do with fences, and the trick is to keep spinning until it's tight, because it could slip and then it kind of looks like an X. So that might be an easy one, but it's not very effective if you need, a circle, or but it can work, certainly. Interlock when you have two. Let's see. Two together. Initially, you can do it first with your hand, and then you crimp away as much as you can get tightened as tightly as possible. And crimp both sides if you want. I mean, it's probably more effective if you do. So those are a few techniques, kind of whatever works. It doesn't have to be perfect. I've done a combination of different techniques. Alright. And I think the winner is the NU mix with coil. Fasten that together pretty well.